Channeling, a practice often viewed as mystical, can also be understood through the lenses of science, philosophy, and psychology. At its core, it involves accessing deeper layers of consciousness to receive guidance, creative inspiration, or insights. As Carl Jung once said, "Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes," highlighting the power of the unconscious mind in revealing hidden truths. Modern neuroscience supports this, showing how meditation and altered states can enhance brain function, tapping into creativity and intuition. In this guide, you'll explore how channeling can be applied in everyday life, whether through meditation, automatic writing, or visualization. From the brain's gamma waves to the collective unconscious, channeling connects us with a vast source of wisdom, transcending ordinary thinking. You'll learn practical exercises to integrate channeling into your daily routine, enhancing decision-making, creativity, and self-awareness. Drawing on insights from Jung, Csikszentmihalyi's flow state, and philosophical traditions, this journey into channeling will unlock tools to access deeper wisdom and transform your approach to life. What is channeling? Channeling is the process of receiving and transmitting information from sources beyond the ordinary scope of awareness. These sources may be interpreted as spiritual entities, higher consciousness, the subconscious mind, or collective wisdom. The practice often involves entering an altered state of consciousness, whether through meditation, deep relaxation, or trance, to connect with these sources. In psychology, channeling can be likened to accessing the unconscious mind, similar to how Carl Jung's theory of the collective unconscious suggests that individuals can tap into universal archetypes and shared knowledge. This perspective sees channeling as a bridge to deeper layers of the psyche, where insights emerge that might feel external but are drawn from within. From a scientific standpoint, practices like meditation, which have been extensively studied, show that certain brainwave states, such as theta and gamma, are linked with creativity, intuition, and enhanced cognitive abilities. Channeling, like meditation, is thought to involve these brain states, making it a tool to access deeper insight or intuitive guidance. Philosophically, the practice aligns with ancient traditions that regard knowledge as something not always consciously accessible but present in deeper or transcendent states. Whether interpreted spiritually, psychologically, or scientifically, channeling represents a way to transcend ordinary thinking and connect with expanded realms of insight. This ability to access inner or external wisdom can enhance personal growth, problem-solving, and creativity, and it's a practice that many people believe has the potential to expand human understanding. Psychological perspectives. Channeling, from a psychological standpoint, can be understood as accessing deeper layers of the mind, often linked to intuition, creativity, and unconscious processes. Carl Jung, one of the most notable figures in psychology, introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, suggesting that individuals share a vast repository of knowledge and archetypes. This concept provides a framework for understanding channeling as a way to tap into this collective storehouse of wisdom, which may feel like it comes from external sources but is often an internal process. Another key psychological concept relevant to channeling is the flow state, coined by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. In a flow state, individuals lose their sense of self-consciousness and become deeply absorbed in their activities. This state allows for enhanced creativity, problem-solving, and intuition, which are all qualities associated with channeling. The subconscious mind is highly active during flow, leading to the spontaneous emergence of ideas and solutions. Sigmund Freud's theories about the unconscious mind are also pertinent. Freud believed that much of human thought and behavior is influenced by unconscious desires and motivations. Channeling can be seen as a way to access this hidden part of the mind, bringing forth insights that would otherwise remain suppressed. Psychologically, channeling might simply be another method to unlock creativity and intuition, reframing how we access our unconscious mind. Rather than an external phenomenon, it can be a process of introspection where individuals reach a heightened state of awareness to access deep internal resources. Through psychological frameworks, channeling emerges as a useful tool for understanding the self, facilitating personal insight, and improving mental clarity. Philosophical insights. Philosophically, channeling aligns with several schools of thought that emphasize the pursuit of knowledge beyond ordinary sensory experiences. In ancient philosophy, thinkers such as Plato suggested that there is a realm of ideal forms or higher truths that are accessible through deep contemplation. Channeling can be seen as an attempt to connect with this realm, transcending the limits of rational thought and everyday perception. The concept of dualism, popularized by René Descartes, also provides a philosophical foundation for understanding channeling. Descartes argued for the separation of mind and body, implying the existence of an immaterial mind that could access higher knowledge. In this light, channeling can be viewed as the mind's ability to transcend the material world and tap into something greater, whether interpreted as spiritual knowledge or universal truth. Modern philosophical movements like existentialism, represented by thinkers such as Soren Kierkegaard and Jean-Paul Sartre, also explore the idea of seeking meaning beyond the physical world. Channeling, in this context, might represent a personal quest for meaning, where individuals seek guidance and wisdom from a deeper source, whether internal or perceived as external. Eastern philosophies, like Taoism and Zen Buddhism, emphasize a similar principle, that wisdom often emerges when the rational mind is quieted. Channeling practices can reflect this idea, as individuals seek to bypass ordinary thought processes to access intuitive knowledge and insight. In essence, channeling from a philosophical perspective is the pursuit of transcendent wisdom, whether seen as tapping into universal truths, accessing internal depths, or connecting with a spiritual dimension beyond human cognition. If you're enjoying this audiobook and finding value in the content, we kindly ask you to take a moment to subscribe to the channel. A large portion of our listeners and viewers haven't subscribed yet, and by doing so, you'll help us grow and continue bringing you more high-quality audiobooks. Your support means a lot to us, and it's just one click away. So, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to stay connected and never miss out on our latest releases. Scientific approach. From a scientific perspective, channeling can be linked to altered states of consciousness, brainwave activity, and neurobiology. Studies in neuroscience have shown that practices like meditation and deep relaxation, which are often involved in channeling, produce measurable changes in brain activity. These states tend to increase theta and gamma brainwaves, both associated with enhanced creativity, intuition, and the ability to access deeper layers of cognition. Research by neuroscientists like Dr. Richard Davidson has revealed that long-term meditators exhibit heightened gamma brainwave activity, suggesting a possible link between these altered states and expanded cognitive abilities. Channeling might activate similar brain regions, allowing individuals to bypass ordinary thinking patterns and tap into a more intuitive mode of cognition. Additionally, channeling could be compared to phenomena like the flow state, identified by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi. During flow, the brain shifts into a state of high focus and immersion, often resulting in spontaneous insights and problem-solving abilities. These qualities align closely with those reported in channeling, where individuals feel guided by external sources but are likely accessing unconscious processes or patterns in the brain. Cognitive scientists also explore how the subconscious mind influences behavior and thoughts. When we enter altered states, we can tap into these subconscious resources, providing access to information that feels external but is generated internally. While channeling is difficult to quantify scientifically, its effects on the brain align with documented changes seen in meditation, hypnosis, and creative flow. Science provides a framework to understand how altered consciousness states can unlock deeper cognitive abilities, making channeling a potential method for accessing insights and creativity that surpass normal awareness. Types of channeling. Channeling manifests in various forms, depending on how the individual accesses and communicates the information. These types include conscious channeling, trance channeling, and automatic writing, each offering a different way to engage with higher wisdom, intuition, or unconscious knowledge. Conscious channeling occurs when the person is fully aware of the process and maintains control while receiving insights. This can happen during meditation or moments of deep concentration, where the individual feels guided but remains present. It's often described as intuition in action, where ideas flow without active thinking. Trance channeling involves entering a deeper, altered state, often resembling hypnosis or a meditative trance. In this state, the individual may lose awareness of their surroundings, allowing a perceived external entity or higher self to communicate through them. Pioneers in the field, such as Edgar Cayce, known as the Sleeping Prophet, demonstrated this method, often entering deep trances to offer medical diagnoses or spiritual guidance. Automatic writing is a type of channeling where the individual writes without conscious effort, believing the words are coming from an external source or deeper part of their mind. The practice is similar to stream of consciousness writing but is performed with the intent to receive guidance. Notable examples include Jane Roberts, who channeled the Seth material through writing. Each form of channeling taps into different aspects of the mind, from conscious thought to the subconscious or a perceived external source. These variations reflect the diverse ways individuals can access guidance and insight, whether through heightened awareness, altered states, or spontaneous writing. Understanding the different forms of channeling allows practitioners to experiment with methods that best suit their personal abilities and needs. How to use channeling in everyday life. Channeling can be integrated into everyday life as a tool for guidance, self-reflection, and personal development. By regularly practicing methods like meditation, automatic writing, or deep contemplation, individuals can access intuitive insights that help with decision-making, problem-solving, or emotional clarity. One practical use of channeling is in decision-making. When faced with difficult choices, channeling can help quiet the noise of everyday thoughts and allow deeper insights to surface. For example, through conscious channeling during meditation, one can ask open-ended questions like "What should I focus on today?" and allow the mind to settle into a receptive state, waiting for intuitive answers to emerge. Automatic writing offers another accessible form of everyday channeling. By setting aside a few minutes daily, you can write with the intention of uncovering insights or creative solutions. This technique allows thoughts to flow freely, helping uncover subconscious ideas and emotions that can provide clarity or inspiration. In emotional regulation, channeling can be used to gain perspective on inner struggles. Engaging in deep relaxation or mindfulness techniques can help individuals channel their higher self, allowing them to view problems from a calmer, more detached perspective. This can result in more thoughtful responses and improved emotional well-being. Channeling also plays a role in enhancing creativity. By tapping into unconscious or collective knowledge, it becomes easier to access novel ideas, particularly when stuck on a creative challenge. Practices like flow state journaling or visualization offer ways to channel inspiration in daily life. Ultimately, integrating channeling into everyday routines fosters a deeper connection with oneself, enabling personal growth and guiding everyday decisions through a more intuitive and reflective approach. Exercise 1. Daily meditation for intuition. Daily meditation is a simple yet effective exercise to develop intuition and begin channeling insights from deeper layers of the mind. Regular meditation can quiet the constant mental chatter, allowing individuals to access intuitive thoughts and feelings that might otherwise be overlooked. This process can be especially helpful for those seeking guidance or clarity in everyday life. To practice this, find a quiet space and sit comfortably. Start by focusing on your breath, taking slow, deep inhales and exhales to relax the body and calm the mind. Once you feel settled, pose a gentle, open-ended question to yourself, such as, "What should I focus on today?" or "What do I need to know?" These questions invite intuitive responses, bypassing overthinking. As you sit in stillness, pay attention to any subtle sensations, images, words, or emotions that arise. It's important not to force any specific answer but rather allow the thoughts and impressions to surface naturally. This is similar to the way Carl Jung described accessing the collective unconscious, where ideas emerge from deeper parts of the psyche without conscious effort. After 10 to 15 minutes of meditation, write down any insights, no matter how vague or abstract they seem. Journaling directly after the meditation session helps ground these intuitive impressions and encourages reflection. Over time, with consistent practice, this exercise strengthens one's ability to access intuitive guidance more frequently. Scientific research shows that meditation improves focus, emotional regulation, and cognitive flexibility, all of which enhance your ability to tap into inner wisdom. Using meditation as a channeling tool not only nurtures intuition but also fosters a calm, mindful approach to daily life, leading to clearer thinking and decision-making. Exercise 2. Automatic writing. Automatic writing is a straightforward yet powerful method for channeling subconscious thoughts or external insights. This practice involves writing freely without consciously directing the content, allowing words and ideas to flow spontaneously. It's a widely used method to access deeper parts of the mind and can be an excellent daily exercise for personal growth, decision-making, or creative inspiration. To begin, set aside 10 to 15 minutes in a quiet environment where you won't be interrupted. Start by asking a specific question or setting an intention, such as what should I focus on today, or what message does my higher self have for me? Keep your mind open and relaxed as you put pen to paper or start typing. The key to automatic writing is to avoid censoring or overthinking. Allow whatever words, phrases, or ideas come to mind to be written down without judgment or concern for grammar or structure. This process is similar to how Carl Jung described the active imagination, where the unconscious mind freely expresses itself without interference from rational thought. Initially, the writing may seem nonsensical, but over time, patterns, insights, or themes often emerge that reflect hidden thoughts, emotions, or guidance. Jane Roberts, known for channeling the Seth material, used automatic writing to relay spiritual insights, though this technique can be applied on a more personal, everyday level as well. Once you've finished, review your writing and note any thoughts or feelings that stand out. Regular practice helps deepen your connection with your subconscious mind, allowing for more profound insights over time. Automatic writing is a simple yet effective exercise to channel inner wisdom, improve intuition, and unlock creativity for everyday challenges. Exercise 3. Flow state journaling. Flow state journaling is a powerful exercise that blends mindfulness with spontaneous writing to access deep insights and creativity. This practice, rooted in the concept of flow described by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, involves entering a mental state where one is fully absorbed in the activity, allowing intuitive thoughts to surface effortlessly. It's particularly effective for those looking to tap into their unconscious mind for problem solving, personal reflection, or creative breakthroughs. To begin, engage in an activity that helps you enter a relaxed, focused state. This could be anything from a short walk, light stretching, or even sketching. The goal is to shift the brain away from analytical thinking and into a more fluid, relaxed mode, similar to the states associated with meditation or mindfulness. Once you feel centered, sit down with a journal or device and begin writing. Let your thoughts flow naturally, without stopping to edit or analyze. The key here is to allow the subconscious to speak freely, much like automatic writing. You might start by asking an open-ended question or simply reflecting on what's on your mind, but the intention is to let the writing evolve without conscious control. As the writing unfolds, you'll often find unexpected ideas, solutions, or perspectives emerging, reflecting insights that come from a deeper place. This mirrors how Csikszentmihalyi described flow states as moments where action and awareness merge, allowing for effortless performance and creativity. After journaling, review what you've written to uncover key themes or ideas. Over time, this practice helps deepen intuition and creativity, making it a valuable tool for personal growth and self-understanding. Exercise 4. Visualization for guidance. Visualization is a powerful technique that channels intuition and inner wisdom through mental imagery. This practice engages the mind's creative capacity to form visual representations of ideas, emotions, or guidance. By deliberately imagining scenarios, guides, or symbols, you can tap into deeper layers of the mind to access personal insights and solutions. Visualization is widely used in meditation, therapy, and creative practices to foster self-awareness and problem-solving. To begin, find a quiet, comfortable space where you can relax without distractions. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Once relaxed, imagine a safe, serene environment, a place where you feel at peace. This could be a natural landscape, or room, or an entirely imagined setting. The goal is to create a mental space that feels calm and open. Next, visualize a guide or wise figure entering this space. This figure could be a spiritual guide, an ancestor, or a future version of yourself. Ask this guide a question or seek their advice on a current challenge or decision. Allow the answers to unfold naturally, either through words, feelings, or further imagery. Carl Jung's concept of active imagination parallels this practice, as it involves engaging the unconscious mind to reveal hidden insights. Visualization acts as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious, helping you channel ideas that you might not consciously access. Spend 10 to 15 minutes in this visualization practice, then journal your experience. Over time, regular visualization can help develop a clearer sense of direction, deepen self-understanding, and improve decision-making. Using visualization for channeling provides a direct and creative way to access intuitive wisdom in everyday life. Combining science, philosophy, and psychology. Channeling, though often considered a spiritual or mystical practice, can be understood through the integrated lenses of science, philosophy, and psychology. Each field provides insights that make channeling more accessible and relevant to everyday life, showing how it bridges intuitive wisdom with structured understanding. From a scientific perspective, studies in neuroscience suggest that practices like meditation and visualization, which are common in channeling, activate certain brainwave patterns associated with enhanced creativity, problem-solving, and emotional regulation. Research by Dr. Richard Davidson and others shows that long-term meditation increases gamma brainwaves, which correspond with higher mental functions and heightened awareness. Channeling, involving similar states of deep focus, taps into these neural processes, providing a basis for accessing intuition. In psychology, Carl Jung's theory of the collective unconscious offers a framework for understanding how channeling might access shared human archetypes and symbols. The flow state concept, developed by Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, explains how losing oneself in an activity, such as writing or meditation, can lead to spontaneous insights, similar to those reported in channeling. Philosophically, Eastern traditions like Taoism and Zen Buddhism emphasize the value of quieting the rational mind to access deeper truths. This aligns with the practice of channeling, where individuals step beyond everyday logic to engage with intuitive and creative processes. Western thinkers like Plato also suggested that higher knowledge exists beyond sensory perception, accessed through deep contemplation, paralleling the goals of channeling. By combining these disciplines, channeling becomes a practice that integrates the brain's cognitive potential, psychological depth, and philosophical pursuit of wisdom, making it a useful tool for enhancing both personal and spiritual development. Copyright 2024 by AudioBooksTube. Thank you for listening. Please consider to subscribe, like, and share to help the channel growth. New videos on a daily basis.